Yes, people, hope everyone is doing well. Another day back in the unit. I'm going to make this, obviously you've seen by the title already, another Vinted reselling related video. This video, I don't know if any of you guys have watched it. If you haven't, definitely go give it a watch because it was a banger. It was a Pokemon one. First Pokemon video I've uploaded. I didn't expect the interaction and obviously the views and stuff to be the best on that. It was as expected, but to be fair, it really didn't do that bad. The more and more that I do start pushing that stuff out, traction is going to get a lot better. I've made a few TikToks, a few Instagram reels. Some of you guys may have seen the YouTube shorts that I've been putting out as well with the new Meta glasses. They are brilliant to be fair, but I haven't really had much use out of them yet other than that Friday when we saw the drop. But yeah, I mean, at the minute, I've just been really locked in with Vinted. I haven't really been going to the clearance store as much as I'd like to. But there's reasons for that. There's no point in me explaining everything. It's nothing bad. At the minute, I'm just really enjoying just sort of being in the unit, opening all the parcels, photoing stuff. So let me tell you the current situation of what's going on. Cleaned up the unit the other day. Listen, I know there's not much stock in here right now, and that's because I have had probably over 50 sales in the last probably 48 to 72 hours. Most of this railing has sold. I literally came in here one day and I realized that I had so much stock that I was sitting on, like clothing wise, and even shoe wise. Well, I had bags and bags down here, just like IKEA bags and moving bags, just filled with used trainers that needed cleaning and listing. There's a pair of VaporMax Pluses here, which I do need to get listed as well. I mean, look at the condition on them. Stuff that you actually do get on Vinted is insane. Like, they're, what, £185 retail? Like, literally hardly worn. I probably paid like 25 quid max for them. But yeah, I also just cleaned everything up as well in the toilet. The toilet's just more like a storage space now. I even mopped. I mean, when the fuck do I ever mop? All these boxes here as well, which my mum gave to me because we just moved house, and I was like, you know what, I'll take them because they're going to be handy after a whatnot stream. And then I ordered all of these boxes here as well from PackSafe. Anyone wants to know where you can get your boxes from, they work out to about like 35 to 40 pence a box. The more that you get, obviously the cheaper it is because you're buying in bulk. They don't even fucking sponsor me, so I shouldn't be promoting them too much. So I don't have a discount code or anything for them. Then we've got these bubble wraps, yeah? So I've seen these on TikTok Shop at the minute, and bubble wrap is usually one of them things that you do need it, but it's so expensive. Never used to buy it just because of how expensive it actually was. But at the minute, I was seeing loads of creators on TikTok, you know, all that TikTok Shop stuff, and like, oh, it's like £5 for a roll, and I thought, yeah, like it's gonna be like £10 shipping. So I got one, and then I thought, actually, maybe one's not enough, so I bought 3. And they've came, and I swear to God, you could wrap up Mount Everest with one of these rolls. I'm probably going to have them for the next 2 years. But here's what it is. At least I don't need to buy any more. Also, up here, most of these have now sold. So the other day in the server, if anyone doesn't know, obviously I do own a reselling server that you can join. I just want to show you here quickly. Gymshark drop, the Onyx. If anyone watching this is like a gym lad or whatever, I'm not really myself, but money to be made, I'm on it. Retail was £45 to £50, which was correct. We were spot on with that. Resell for t-shirts was 100 plus, long sleeve 125 plus. Now, I even put out a strategy, what colours to go for and why. Even said when the queue was opening up, putting in photos and everything, and the server absolutely cooked on them as well. Like, look at all these photos of people putting in their orders. Like, mate, we absolutely sweeped up. There's loads more as well, but not everyone puts them into the correct channels, which is okay. Obviously, the main thing is that you're picking them up and making your money. We've doubled our money on that. I spent around £800 on the drop in about probably 5 minutes, and already I've made at least probably £600-700 of profit back, which is really good because for a drop, the margins on that one were extremely good. The only problem is that because they were so mass produced, there was a lot of eBay listings going up. So that was the only issue that we had, is that maybe for the first 2 days they wasn't getting much traction, and all of a sudden they just started absolutely flying. I mean, I would have expected these to sell a lot better on eBay, but it turns out Vinted was actually the move, and everyone was listed on there, and that's where we've been seeing the most sales. One lad in the server, one of them for like £120, he made like £80 on one shirt. For the most part, we've been selling them at like £90 and just doubling our money. Sorry if it's not really much of an interesting video. I might try getting some Meta glasses footage in as well. But I've got probably about 10 parcels that I'm going to be ripping open. And no, it's not just all going to be sent to Swoosh hoodies. Obviously, now we are in the Q4 period. We're seeing a lot more coats and things like that. What's going on with the camera? You can see here, I've got a railing just filled with these Napperi coats. These have been moving extremely well now. The ones with the inner fleece. these are selling for about 50 quid every single time. Some of them you can actually fetch more. Like some people in the server list these up at 70, and I've set up my private Vinted monitor in the server. So basically it'll just send me a notification on my phone whenever one gets listed for under like £25. So I don't even have to sit on the monitor all day. I literally just get a buzz on my phone, click on it and press buy. It's insane. And obviously there's no delays of that either. As soon as it's listed, I am getting that notification. But yeah, I'm not going to give too much stuff away. People in the server have been telling me off a little bit because what I keep doing is I'm telling everyone on the YouTube the best niches, and then the video will go and get like 5k views because the Vinted videos do bang. But obviously not everyone in here watching this video is going to be joining the server. And I keep saying to everyone, oh, these are moving really, really well right now. And it's actually like affecting the market for them. Like centre swoosh hoodies, don't get me wrong, they're still flying. Are so easy to move just because obviously you can buy them as women's and sell them as men's because Nike's a unisex brand, so and so. Yeah, we've been absolutely flying with that. And then now these Napperi coats as well. But that's probably the only niche that I'm able to tell you. Like, I can't really be telling you what I'm buying and selling stuff for on here because at the end of the day, like, I've got some videos now that have like thousands of views and it's killing the market off. After the Mega Evolutions release last Friday, me and 40, as you'll know, we open a lot of packs. I mean, we probably open between us now, probably about 75 each. Obviously, we didn't get much at the start. We've had loads of like 20 quid pulls. I've managed to actually pull this Mega Gardevoir EX, the Secret Illustration Rare. Now, I'm not a collector of Pokemon. I'm a reseller. And I know to anyone that's in like that Pokemon community, listen, I've been getting absolutely fucking ripped on like Instagram reels and stuff. It's been an absolute disgrace. Like, people are calling me a scalper, telling me to get a job. Like, mate, I've been getting absolutely cooked by these people, like the actual collectors in the Pokemon community. But I understand, like, it's a hobby for some people. But at the end of the day, to me, it's like work. Like, I'd rather just buy something for 50 quid and sell it for 100 than buy it for 50 quid and keep it sealed and keep it on a shelf. No offense to anyone that does that. Obviously, I can understand like why they are pretty cool. Since I've been opening these cards, like this card here, Gardevoir EX, like you wouldn't think of it. It's a little bit of cardboard, but it's worth over £200. This is the best card that I've pulled. It's the third best chase card out of the whole set. I'll put the footage on the screen right now. I was actually on FaceTime with 40 when I opened it. I wasn't filming at the time, but you can just see how excited I was here.
Yes! We're not even halfway through, boys. He's 200 quid. Yes! Come on! Get in there.
Yeah, like such a nice card. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to get that one graded. The problem is, obviously, as we all know, PSA is just an absolute nightmare. They're actually not accepting cards from the UK at the minute. So I'm going to have to use Randolph's one. I think it's ace grading. I've seen one sell in a 10 for like 550 to 600 quid. But that's if this one gets a 10. I mean, I've done this like AI checker on it and it was predicted like a 9.8, which is good. And from looking at it myself, like, what do I know about grading cards? But there's no defects on it at all. Like, I've gone on ChatGPT and seen what I need to be looking for, and to be fair, it does look pretty good. What I'm going to do is like I said, I'm going to open quite a few parcels now. So I'll set you up where I usually do. I've lost the tripod for the camera. I don't know where it is. I might have left it like at someone's house. I have no idea, because I can't think of where I would have been using the tripod anyway. So I'm just going to have to stand you up like that. And already, look, it's starting to fall. But yeah, I've looked everywhere in the unit. I literally can't find it anywhere. Got to be careful that camera doesn't fall, because if that falls, unfortunately, that's the end of the YouTube channel, because I ain't buying another one. This camera was like fucking loads. 600 quid. It's one of these ones. Anyone's into their cameras and shit. The Osmo Pocket 3. To be fair, it's a brilliant camera. If you go back to my old videos when I first started, they was all just like taken on my phone. I'm waffling so hard, but I'm going to be getting the new iPhone, that 17 Pro Max, when it comes out. I actually think it comes out in like 2 to 3 days. Obviously, it's a business expense at the end of the day. Got the duffel bag filled, and then this big next bag just filled with a couple parcels as well. This is just everything that I picked up this morning. I've stopped using the impost lockers now. There's nothing wrong with them, but where I'm located in the new house and stuff, there's not really an impost locker close by. I have to go to this like post office, like a corner shop that accepts impost parcels, but they keep losing the fucking parcels, and it's pissing me off because, like, for example, this morning I've lost out on 2 of their Napperi coats that I bought for like 10 to 15 pound. I was going to make a profit overall there of like 70 to 80 quid, but they just can't find them. How convenient. He's open, and we'll see what the crack is. So straight away, Air Max Plus utilities, like TN utilities. They've obviously swapped the insoles out. Tell me why there's an Adidas insole inside of a TN. Like, why would you even do that? That's so stupid. I'll probably be returning them, because I'm not even going to piss about putting my own insoles in them, because I paid quite a lot for them. The beauty with Vinted reselling, to anyone that doesn't know, is Vinted will just always side with the buyers. They literally lick the buyer's arse. So all I have to do is just take a photo, send it, and the seller has to accept the return. Like, I'll send it back and I'll get a full refund. Like, I don't lose any money at all. Suppose obviously when you are buying like hundreds of items a month on Vinted, especially living in the UK, you do get a couple scumbags that try fucking you over. But for the most part, it's actually okay. These are really nice. So we got some Air Max 1s here. The sole, I've actually never, I've seen this sole before, like in the clearance store and stuff. But it's like a gum sole almost, like the bottom's just complete like gum. But really nice. Size UK 9, great colorway. Air Max 1s are honestly one of the best movers for me. And they don't even need cleaning that much. There's a little bit of mud on the bottom, which I'll probably just scrub off in the sink. But yeah, really nice pickup. I'll probably be looking to sell these ones, to be honest, for about £48. I'll put some photos on the screen right now. I do sell Air Max 1s in a big size, especially a UK 9 around that price all the time. So can't go wrong. And obviously I'll put on the screen what I paid as well. I said I wasn't going to do it, but fuck it. This is the last video where I will do it. Okay. What the has come out of that parcel? What is that? Okay, I don't even want to touch that. Like, that's some, like, voodoo shit. I'm not even... That's going straight in the bin. Anyway, we got some Nike Air Max 90 Terrascapes. These are in pretty nice condition. There's a little bit of mud on the front there, but mud, obviously, we're not scared of that. Or fairy liquid on a brush, give it a scrub for a minute, and then that'll come straight off. These are in a nice size as well. I can tell just by feeling it. They're a size UK 10. Arguably the most common men's size in the UK. So I'm going to be able to shift these probably for about £45 as well. Other pair of Air Max 1s. These ones you can see at the front, they've got like the solo swoosh there. That detail always just adds so much more value. I don't know what it is. It must be some sort of new generation. But the colorways on the Air Max 1s are always so funky. I don't know if you can see like on that orange bit of the front there, like the detailing. I wouldn't rock a pair like this. I prefer like a more neutral sort of trainer. But the next parcel, they've double wrapped this one. Triple wrapped this one. So a pair of Air Max 90s. The thing is with Air Max 90s, you've always got to be careful to make sure, because of the sole, they do get scraped quite easily. The paint does come off pretty quickly. So these ones seem to be in really nice condition. You can see literally no tread loss on the sole at all. Only a size UK 7. UK 7s aren't obviously as good performers as the bigger sizes, but I'll still be able to sell these for about £38 to £40. An item of clothing here, and of course, it is one of the Napperi coats, which I knew I picked up this morning, to be fair. From looking at it, literally no defects whatsoever. There's a bit of fluff on it there, but that'll just come off. Okay everyone, just jump into this video quickly to tell all of you about Resell Locker, which is a reselling community and server that gives you all of the tools and information that you need to start your reselling journey. And more importantly, it's been created by me as well. You get full and immediate access to Europe's fastest Vinted monitor, which is pinging items 24/7, and it has an automated feature so it can pick up stuff for you when you're on the move. And the Vinted monitor isn't just available to people that live in the UK. It's scanning and monitoring over 20 different countries spread across Europe. You get access to a number of different price guides, including shoes, clothing, electronics, you name it, we've got a price guide for it, which shows you exactly what you want to aim to be buying your items for and what you want to be selling them for as well. And they're being updated constantly as the latest trends and seasons come around. There's also a complete Nike outlet reselling guide, which contains thousands of words. It's all in one document, and there's tons of photos to make it even more user-friendly. We also let you know in advance the best retail flips. We have a full guide for legit check-in, as well as a full team of people who are experienced resellers, can tell you straight away whether your item is counterfeit or fake. We will also inform you on all of the best Pokemon drops that are coming out on Pokemon Center, Smith's Toy Superstores, and we can even set up monitors for them as well, so you can purchase them immediately as soon as they come out. I've also created a large number of video lessons that you can watch as soon as you join. Do weekly group calls where everyone can join and share their ideas and show us your progress. I have the ability to book a one-on-one call with me as well through the server. If you use this discount code that's on the screen right now, it's going to make your first month just £14.99. And in mind, majority of the flips that you do make these days, you are getting a minimum profit of £25 to £30. That means all you have to do is make one flip in that month you're in the server, and you've doubled your investment already. And of course, if you realize at any point that this side hustle is not for you, you can cancel at any time. If you are interested in joining Resell Locker and starting your reselling journey today, make sure you click the link right at the top of the description. Anyways, let's get back to the video. Really nice. So we got some Nike React Pegasus Trail 4. These are the Gore-Tex edition. You can see it on the front there, the Gore-Texes. Literally mint condition, you can see. There's a little bit of mud on them, but that's going to come straight off. I think I sold a pair of these literally the other day for like 40 quid, and they sold instantly. So I probably put them up for a little bit too cheap. These ones, I can't remember what I paid exactly. I think it was around £15, but yeah, I'm probably going to be making about 30 quid on these. And of course, there had to be one, didn't there? A Nike Center Swoosh hoodie. Still one of the best movers in the game right now. The beauty is that you've got to take good photos. If you're able to take good photos, then you're able to triple the value on these as a joke. So this one I probably paid about £6 to £8. It's a size small. I actually think what you do is you buy them as women, so they're listed as like M/10 or S/8, and then you just list them up as men's. Obviously, because men's stuff's worth more. It's literally the biggest money glitch ever. Someone told me about it back in the day, and then ever since then, I've just never looked back. I mean, 4D, you guys are going to know him from my videos as well. He's selling them for like a ridiculous fucking price. Like, he's sometimes fetching like over 25 quid on these. I like to just get them gone at 18, but because now he's listing so many, like his brand is just sort of like Nike clothing and shit like that. He still sells a lot of trainers, but like he's now fetching like 25 quid a piece on them, meaning he can even pay up a little bit more. Obviously, if you're paying up a little bit more, there's less competition at them prices, so he's able to make even more money as well. Yeah, smashing it. This is quite a thin parcel. I'd have to guess it's going to be a Patagonia t-shirt. Yeah, really, really nice condition. You can see literally no damage to the print on the back there at all. It's one of the long sleeve ones as well. These are probably one of the best movers for me as well at the minute, especially going into this colder time of the year. Patagonia is quite an outdoor brand. I'm even starting to see like a lot of DJs wearing these Patagonia t-shirts now. I need to get another lint roller because my one's ran out. But yeah, size medium, I'll sell that for £20 all day. And then we have another Center Swoosh hoodie. Just checking for defects. All that needs is just a little bit of a steam, and I'll just do that over there, and then that'll get listed and sold. The last parcel for today, size UK 5, Nike Air Max 270s. I think I paid quite high on these, like maybe nearly like £13 to £14 if I remember. But in this condition and in this size, obviously a proper women's pair of shoes, that you're selling these for about 24 to 25 quid all day long. But yeah, that's all of the parcels opened. Sorry to anyone that's going to end up buying these. I've just sort of threw them on the floor. But yeah, I need to list all of these Pokemon cards up on eBay. I need to set up some returns on Vinted. Well, to be fair, it's just one, them Air Maxes. And then I'm probably just going to do some listing, play some tunes, and just sort of lock in a bit. But yeah, it'll probably just be quite a short video today, to be honest. I don't really think it's like the most entertaining thing in the world, me just sort of circling around the unit and talking. But to be fair, a lot of people do seem to enjoy it, so maybe I'm doing something right. So yeah, I've also got like so many more of these railings coming. I was stupid at the start because I went to B&Q to buy them, and I paid like 80 quid a railing. It's a joke. I should not have done that. But now I've found the exact same ones on Amazon for about 30 quid. This railing here was only about 60 quid. And honestly, it's probably been one of the best purchases for me so far. Jude built that for me, so cheers for that. I don't know what I'll do. I'll just put one there. I also want to put one over here where this railing is. So then it's just sort of like boxed off a little bit. And then, I don't know, I've got some space over here. The thing is, this isn't like the biggest unit space in the world. It's definitely big enough for what I need. Like, it's perfect for me just because of how quick I'm going through stock, like in and out, in and out. The goal is, so 40's obviously currently at uni, and we've got Jude that's reselling as well. When 40 finishes uni, obviously he'll be back in Peterborough all the time. We're looking at getting a unit together, all three of us, like 2 floors, loads of rooms. It'll obviously be a little bit more expensive, but with all three of us reselling, we'll just split the costs, and then I don't know, like that's basically what you dream of as a kid, innit? Just working with your best mates full time and still being able to make loads of money and obviously be successful. So I think that'll be quite a big stepping stone for me. Like, obviously, when I first started reselling, my goal was to just quit my job and basically just like have a bit of freedom, like just not be like stuck, if that makes sense. I don't want to say the word. Yeah, my first goal was to just quit my job, and then obviously I did that. Then it was get a unit. I've done that. I've smashed that. And then obviously the next one now is to get an even bigger unit. So my lease on this one ends July next year. I could be in a completely different place. We don't know where I'll be at that point in time. All I do know for sure is that obviously I'm going to be videoing the whole time, always uploading these YouTube videos, and you guys will basically see the journey as well. And I'll probably look back on this in like 20 years and watch it all, whether I'm sat back in a warehouse job where I was before, or I don't know. I don't want to get like I don't want to start waffling on too much, but yeah, bottom line is we're going to be getting a unit, us three, and it's going to be fucking banging. Like, literally, that'll be the best time of our lives. We're going to put the camera down now. There's a drop later. We've got a potential Pokemon Center drop coming out today from what I've seen. If not, it'll probably be tomorrow for these prismatic figure collections. They're reselling for like 350 quid from what I've seen, and I don't know what the retail is, but I'm guessing it's going to be max like 100. But yeah, and then the 14th of November, so next month, today's the 20th of October when I'm filming this, we've got another Pokemon drop, another in-store one. So once again, me and the whole server are going to be going around the UK. Obviously, we've got members dotted around the whole of the UK and around Europe as well. We're going to be going into all the different Argos stores, taking all the stock. So yeah, you need to make sure that you're getting yourself on it. Listen, there's so many stores in the UK that are going to be dropping these Pokemon bundles. You don't even know that it's going on right under your nose around you. These resellers are running around making so much money. And it's as easy as walking into a shop and just buying everything and then just selling it online. And it sells within a day anyway, because Pokemon's like one of the fastest moving things. Anyway, like I say, I'm waffling on, I'm chatting shit, so I'm going to put the camera down now and I'll catch you in a bit. Right, it's now time for me to wrap up all of these Vinted parcels. They're in the unit. So this is all the sales over the last just 24 hours. So I shipped everything off yesterday morning, the other sales. But yeah, over the last 24 hours, you can see all of these sales here where it says shipping label sent to seller. We've got, what's that? I've got like 15 to 20 there, I'd say. Got to be something around that number. But yeah, let me show you basically what I've been selling stuff for. So there's them Gore-Tex Pegasus Trail 4s that sold for 40 quid. Some Air Max 90s there, they were absolutely cooked and they sold for £38, which is very surprising. There's a little Rab fleece there that sold for 30. Napperi coat, 45. Another Napperi coat at 45. You can see the centre swoosh hoodies, man, £18 there. £16 for the jumper. And then another centre swoosh jumper there for £18 as well. This vintage Nike jacket that I put up, let me show you where it's here. So I picked this up for literally dirt cheap. It managed to sell for 25. I had it up for 28. I definitely put this up for too cheap. It had 70 favourites in the space of 2 hours. Can you believe that? But yeah, it sold for 25 quid in the end, so I can't really complain too much. Time for me to get all of these parcels wrapped, put the label printer to good use, and then I'm going to have to go ship all of the parcels. Tomorrow morning is when I'm going to ship everything, just because time is right now. I've got here pretty late today. It's 4:30. Not a lot of the post offices will be open. You know what they're like, they're lazy, aren't they? So they shut at about 12 o'clock. But let's have a look on my main Vinted profile anyway. So I've got a few Vinted profiles now that I do sell on. We've got some Pokemon box there, one of these little blue nose friends. Interaction's been really good. These Napperi coats here, the interaction hasn't been as good on them, but that's because they're like extra small and like just shit sizings, man. But they'll still sell. You can see this one here's got 39 favourites. That's got 9. Yeah, like it's all gonna sell. But yeah, a lot of the stock is starting to clear out massively. Obviously, all of this here is just like sold stuff. This is just some of the Pokemon bits that I managed to sell on Vinted. The rest of it sold on eBay, to be fair. You see a lot of Patagonia, a lot of Nike. This is some clearance pairs that I picked up. Absolutely smashing it, man. 39 favourites on that centre swoosh hoodie there. But look how nice that is, man. You got the little bit of light coming in there. There's nothing better than when you take some nice photos of your items. And this is what you need to be doing for every single one. You need to make sure that you're getting all of the details in. I'm thinking about maybe doing a wardrobe spotlight. How much would it cost me right now to do it? £9 for the week. So what's that? £1.39 a day. I'm actually going to do that right now just because you don't really need to do this. It's just, I just do it anyway because why not? I actually don't think anyone else in the server really does this too much. But yeah, we'll pay the £9. It's coming out the Vinted balance anyway. Smashing it. Nice little photo of me and one of the boys there in Magaluf when we went last year. Decent little photo of that. Anyway, I'm going to start getting these parcels wrapped up now. I'll show you the pile when most of them are done. Probably not all of them. And then I'll probably wrap the video up, to be fair. Maybe say a few extra words. I'll see you guys in a bit once again. Sorry I keep saying that. Right, everyone, so it's now been a couple of hours since I was last holding the camera. Me and 40 have been speaking because tomorrow we are potentially going to grab 50 of the half booster display Mega Evolution boxes from somewhere. It's going to cost us a couple grand, but we've already got a buyer for all of them. Obviously, I can't say where I'm getting from on the video because it might fuck it all up and the deal might fall through, but we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on that maybe in a future video. There's no point in me including it all in this one. Literally what I've been doing for like the last probably hour is just photoing loads of Pokemon cards on the floor. I had them on that little stand there. To be fair, like, I don't think I'll be doing it again just because, like, quite tall and it just back up sitting on the floor like that. Yeah, like, all of these are done. Obviously, I left out these over here. This is one of the cards that I had when I was a kid and we managed to find it. Luckily, it's still in good condition. What I saw is maybe going for like 250 quid online, but I'm just going to hold on to that for an extra few years. This one here is obviously going for just about 200. I'm not going to list that on eBay raw though. I'm going to get it graded. Sold something on eBay as well. The packaging on this is awful, but it's what it is. I've got all the sales in here. Including this box as well. I sold a pair of 2002 New Balances full box, so I always like to keep the box safe and put it in another box like that. And obviously this is then just filled to the brim with parcels. Like you say, you're looking at least 20 in here, but I'm not going to get them all out and show you. There's no point. I don't really think there's any point in me carrying this video on, so I'm going to be wrapping it up here, guys. If you do want to start your reselling journey today, if maybe you just want a bit of extra money, whether you want to make it full time like I have, and I'm now obviously just doing what I want all the time with my friends and still making loads of good money and influencing all of you guys online as well. And like I say all the time, guys, if I can do it, any of you can do it as well. I can guarantee all of you watching this video right now are way more academically smart than I am. I may sound like I'm well spoken, but I haven't got one GCSE, no degrees, no grades, like literally nothing. Got kicked out of college and look where I am now. And obviously that means you can do the exact same as well. And I'm only 22 years old. I know there's going to be a lot of people watching this video that are so much younger as well. In the server, we've got people literally around the age of 16 now clearing thousands of pounds every single month. We're making more than their own parents, which is mad to think about, especially at such a young age like that. I mean, when I was that age, I was just sat on Fortnite, FIFA, and yeah, I regret it now, but obviously you can't go back in time. So if you are watching this video, you need to start filling your time up with something obviously that you are going to thank yourself massively for going into the future. I'm not going to say too much more on that. Link to my reselling server is right at the top of the description if you do want to start your side hustle today. Use the code that's on the screen right now, LOCKER. Your first month is only going to be £14.99. And as I was showing you guys with all of them pickups today, my average profit margin on even just one Vinted sale is always minimum £20 to £30. That means all you've got to do is make one flip and you've already made back more than what you spent for the whole month in the server, which is crazy. So make sure you give it a go today. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good shit. Do what you want. But anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Next one should be a good video as well. I've got an idea for it. I'll see you in a bit.